Yeah, this barbed wire cipher, no escape from the verse. Every line's a razor making a bad situation worse. We spit the truth through clenched teeth in a circle of distrust. Another day in the inferno, turning ambition to rust. My thoughts are born in shadows, where the rats and roaches preach a sermon of survival, forever out of reach. I learned the game from predators with ice inside their veins, who taught me that compassion is the first of all the pains. This ain't a story of triumph, it's a manual to bleed, a study of the hunger, the avarice, the need. The playground's a graveyard with swings that hang like ghosts, where we learn that the most dangerous are the ones who boast the most. I see the system's architecture in the layout of the cells, the housing projects built as self-contained, breathing hells. My pen's a sharp and shank, I call my truth into the wall, a final desperate message before the structure falls. The cipher's wrapped in barbs, it'll cut you if you're close, a testament to living a life that's comatose. The barbed wire cipher, no escape from the verse. Every line's a razor making a bad situation worse. You bring the truth through clenched teeth in a circle of distrust. Another day in the inferno, turning ambition. The barbed wire cipher, no escape from the verse. Every line's a razor making a bad situation worse. You bring the truth through clenched teeth in a circle of distrust. Another day in the inferno, turning ambition to rust. I analyze the handshakes, the flicker in the eye, the subtle poison sweetness in a well-constructed lie. Loyalty is a mirage in this desert of deceit, a cool drink of water that you'll taste only in defeat. I've seen brothers turn to vultures over scraps left on the plate, erasing years of history to seal a rival's fate. The code we used to live by is a forgotten ancient script, replaced by a new language from a serpent's forked tongue drip. The air is thick with paranoia, static you could taste. Every shadow holds a threat in this frantic hurry haste. They promise you a kingdom if you're willing to betray, but the only throne you get in is a slab of potter's clay. This is the raw confession of a mind that's been besieged by the relentless pressure of a promise unachieved. This barbed wire cipher, no escape from the verse. Every line's a razor making a bad situation worse. We spit the truth through clenched teeth in a circle of distrust. Another day in the inferno, turning ambition. This barbed wire cipher, no escape from the verse. Every line's a razor making a bad situation worse. We spit the truth through clenched teeth in a circle of distrust. Another day in the inferno, turning ambition to rust. I'm teaching my own blood to see the world for what it is, not a land of opportunity, but a brutal Rick quiz. I show him how to walk with a purpose, with a fire in his soul, but to keep his heart protected, to never lose control. The strength is not in muscles, it's in the steel behind your gaze, the ability to navigate the suffocating maze. This is my only legacy, this brutal honest art, a way to arm a spirit to give his mind a start. They can't corrupt the truth if it's branded on your mind, a shield against the poison that they're trying to make you find. So let them build the prisons, let them fortify their walls. My verses are the cracks through which a new rebellion falls. Wild cipher, no escape from the verse. Every line's a razor making a bad situation worse. Spit the truth through clenched teeth in a circle of distrust. Another day in the inferno, turning ambition to barbed wire cipher. No escape from the verse. Every line's a razor making a bad situation worse. Spit the truth through clenched teeth in a circle of distrust. Another day in the inferno, turning ambition to rust.
The wire gets tighter, the cipher gets smaller, and the truth just gets sharper.
It's the bloodline, story in your veins, the echo of your people through the struggle and the pain. You carry their whole name, you carry their whole story. You build upon the sacrifice, the sorrow and the glory. The bloodline is the anchor, the compass and the guide. The quiet, steady rhythm that you always hold inside. It's the creed that you protect, the honor you maintain. The whisper of the bloodline in the cold and driving rain. I learned the world from stories that my father told of me. A man who stood for something for the whole wide world to see. Not with money, not with power, but with a quiet, steady hand. The architects of principles on this hard and barren land. He said, your name's not just a sound, son, it's a promise and a debt to every single ancestor you haven't even met. It's a legacy, an honor of holding your own ground. A silent, heavy treasure that is waiting to be found. I felt the weight of history in every word he spoke. The chain of generations that can never be unyoked. I saw my own reflection in the hardness of his eyes. The bloodline is the only truth among a world of lies. It's the map that's in your marrow, the code that's in your soul. The only thing that makes a broken human being whole. I've seen the rootless wander with no history or name, just chasing fleeting moments in a hollow, empty game. They build their lives on quicksand, on fashion and on trends, and wonder why the kingdoms meet such violent, sudden ends. They have no foundation, no anchor and no God, just a desperate, hungry ego with a universe to hide. But the bloodline gives you purpose, it gives you roots so deep, a garden of old wisdom where the sleeping giants sleep. And when the winds of fortune blow a cold and jealous gale, it's the strength of your own history that will never let you fail. So I walk with the awareness of the ones who came before, and every step I take is for the ones who walk through my own door. This ain't about the yoga, it's a sacred heavy trust to polish the old honor from the memory and the dust. It's the bloodline story in your veins, the echo of your people through the struggle and the pain. Carry their whole name, you carry their whole story. You build upon the sacrifice, the sorrow and the glory. The bloodline is the anchor, the compass and the guide. The quiet, steady rhythm that you always hold inside. It's the creed that you protect, the honor you maintain. The whisper of the bloodline in the cold and driving rain. Now I see my son, he's watching, he is learning from my ways through these long and trying nights and these short and hurried days. He doesn't know the weight, yet the burden of the name. The quiet, heavy man will love the fire and the flame, but he will, cause it's inside him, it's the rhythm of his heart. The unwritten instructions for him to play his part. My job is not to shield him from the struggle or the test, but to show him that the bloodline puts a spirit to his best. To teach him that his ancestors are watching and they guide his every single action with a quiet, steady pride. So when he feels he's all alone and the world has let him down, I feel the strength of generations in the city and his town. The bloodline is eternal, a river flowing deep, a promise to the future that the past will always keep. It's the bloodline, a story in your veins, the echo of your people through the struggle and the pain. You carry their whole name, you carry their whole story. You build upon their sacrifice, the sorrow and the glory. The bloodline is the anchor, the compass and the guide. The quiet, steady rhythm that you always hold inside. It's the creed that you protect, the honor you maintain. The whisper of the bloodline in the cold and driving rain. Story never ends. It's in the blood. Forever. Listen. Listen. Yo.
The anchor is the name, it holds you in the storm. It holds you in the storm. Come on, long. The anchor is the name, it holds you in the storm.
On the wrong town,
The anchor is the name, it holds you in the storm.
The anchor is the name to hold you in the storm. The only thing that keeps your weary spirit safe and warm. It's a heavy, heavy burden, it's a blessing and a weight. The anchor is the name that represents your final fate. You can't just let it drag you down, you can't just cut the line. You have to learn to carry it and make its honor shine. The city is a current of relentless pulling tide. The anchor is the name, is where your truest strength will hide. I felt the weight upon me from the moment I could stand. The expectations of a boy becoming his own man. My father's name was solid, it was currency and shield. A reputation built upon the truth he not concealed. He told me this is yours, not a protecting to uphold. A story that is purer than the purest, softest gold. I used to think it was a burden, a chain around my soul, a standard I could never meet, a price that took its toll. I saw the others drifting with no anchor and no creed, just blown about by every whim of foolishness and greed. They had no point of reference, no place to call their own, just temporary islands of a cheap and borrowed throne. The storm will always come for you, the waves will crash and roar, and test the very principles you thought you stood it for. The current of the hustle, it'll try to pull you out to a sea of compromised positions and of agonizing doubt. And in those moments when you're tired and you're thinking of just quitting, you feel a heavy, steady pull of the name that you were fitting yourself into your legacy, the ones who came before. And suddenly you find the strength to weather it once more. The name is not a prison, it's a point upon the map. The quiet, steady center that will save you from the trap. It's the reason you stand taller, it's the reason you fight back. The anchor is the name that keeps your whole damn world on track.
The anchor is the name that holds you in the storm.
The only keeps your weary spirit safe and warm.
It's a heavy, heavy burden, it's a blessing and a weight.
The anchor is the name that represents your final fate.
The hand just let it drag you down, you can't just cut the line.
You have to learn to carry it and make it sunshine.
The city is a current of relentless pulling tide.
The anchor is the where your truest strengths are high. Yeah. Now I pass the chain along to a hand that's small and new, and tell my son the simple, heavy, and rewarding truth. This anchor isn't meant to stop your journey or your quest. It's just to keep you steady when your soul is put to test. It's not a weight to hold you down, it is a point of pride. The silent, steady counsel of the family by your side. So learn to feel its gravity, to know its strength and might, and it will be your truest guide in the darkness of the night. And as he takes the heavy chain and feels it in his hand, I see another generation begin to understand. The burden is the blessing, the struggle is the grace, to hold a worthy anchor in this wild and stormy place.
The anchor is the name that holds you in the storm.
The only thing that keeps it where it's stable.
And it's a heavy, heavy burden, it's a blessing and a weight.
The anchor is the name that represents your final fate.
You can't just let it drag it down, you can't just cut the line.
You have to learn to carry it and make us on the shine.
The city is a current of relentless pulling tide.
The anchor is the name is where your truest strengths will hide.
The anchor holds, the name endures, the line is unbroken. The anchor holds, the name endures, the line is unbroken. Always.
Yeah. Listen out. Bait it out.
We read the cipher of the scars, the stories they all tell, the silent secret language from the lessons learned in hell.
It's a map of our survival,
A testament to pain.
the bond of shared experience that's stronger than a
This
chain.
ain't a sign of weakness,
It's the proof that we're still here.
the quiet understanding that eliminates the fear.
You see the same old damage.
The same old healed up part.
The cipher of the scars is what connects our weary hearts. My first scar was from innocence, a trust I gave too fast. A lesson in the currency of a friendship built to last. It taught me that a smiling face can hide a jealous mind, and the sharpest blade is always the one you never find. My next was from the hustle, from a deal that went all wrong. It taught me that your wits must be as sharp as you are strong. They're not just marks on skin, they are engravings on the soul. A detailed, painful history that makes a person whole. They're the chapters of your story, the pages you can't burn, the brutal private syllabus from which you have to learn. When I meet another brother and I see it in his eyes, I recognize the same old map of struggle and the lies.
The cipher's in the way, he moves the way he holds his head. The quiet, heavy silence for the memory of the dead.
It's a language without words,
A look that says it all. I know the weight you carry. I have seen the same brick wall. It's a bond, it's forged in fire.
it's a respect that's truly earned. For every single lesson that the both of you would learn, the world outside that sees the damage, the cracks and the decay. They don't see the inner fortress that you're building every day. They don't understand the brotherhood, the quiet, solid practice based upon the shared abuse and the brutal, simple fact that we have both been to the bottom, and we have made it back, and every scar's a milestone on a hard and lonely track.
We read the cipher of the
The
scars,
stories they all tell,
the silent secret language from the lessons learned in hell.
it's a map of our survival.
A testament to pain, the bond of shared experience is stronger than a chain. This ain't a sign of weakness,
It's the proof that we're still here.
the quiet understanding that eliminates the fear.
We see the same old damage.
The same old healed up part.
Cipher of the scars is what connects our weary heart.
Reason, a word. Every story, a lesson.
Hey, read it. I used to try to hide them, the marks of where I've been, the evidence of battles that I didn't always win. But now I wear them openly, a declaration made of every single heavy price for my own soul I paid. And when my son looks at my hands and asks me what they mean, I'll tell him they're the greatest story that he's ever seen. They're a lesson in resilience, a testament to grace, the art of finding beauty in a hard and ugly place. The cipher is our heritage, it's more than skin and bone. It is the secret language of a kingdom all our own. So let them stare, let them judge, they'll never understand the quiet, heavy honor of a scarred and steady
We
hand.
read the cipher of the
The
scars,
stories they all tell,
the silent secret language from the lessons learned in hell.
it's a map of our survival.
A testament to pain, the bond of shared experience is stronger than a chain. This ain't a sign of weakness,
It's the proof that we're still here.
the quiet understanding that eliminates the fear.
We see the same old damage.
Same old healed up part.
Cipher of the scars is what connects a weary heart.
Every scar,
Every scar,
a word.
a word. Every story,
Every scar,
a lesson, a lesson, a lesson.
check it out, though. When you watch on, you know, when you watch on, you know, watch on, you know, you watch on, you know, you watch on, you know, you watch on, you know. It's the hope that we carry, the word that we hold, the story of honor, the more precious than gold. You live by the promise, you die by the creed. The oath is the root of the every good deed. It's whispered in silence, it's sealed with a glance. The unspoken agreement, your one and only chance to prove that your character's solid and true. The oath is the bond between me and my crew. I learned it from my father, not from words but from his gaze. Through the long and thankless nights and the short and hurried days. He never preached a sermon, he just lived it plain and clear. A quiet code of conduct that would conquer any fear. He said your name is borrowed, you just hold it for a time. The only thing you truly own is the steepness of your climb. Respect is not a medal that you pin upon your chest. It's the quiet understanding that you always did your best. I watched him move with purpose, I watched him stand his ground. The most respected warrior and the toughest part of town. His handshake was a contract, the silence was a shield. The harvest of a lifetime from a hard and barren field. I've seen the oath get broken for a moment of applause, for the temporary comfort of a weak and worthless cause. I've seen my brothers waver, I've seen them bend and break for a pocket full of paper and a foolish small mistake. The street will always test you, it'll offer you the prize, wrapped up in pretty paper and a set of clever lies. It'll ask you for a compromise, a simple little trade, the slow and sure erosion of the promises you made. But the oath is not a business, it's not a deal you make, it is the very bedrock that will never ever shake. It's the voice of your own conscience in the middle of the night, the one and only compass that can tell you wrong from right.
The word that we carry, the word that we hold, a story of honor more precious than gold. You live by the promise, you die by the creed. The oath is the root of the every good deed. It's whispered in silence, it's sealed with a glance. The unspoken agreement, your one and only chance to prove that your character's solid and true. The oath is the bond between me and my crew.
The bond between me and my crew. The bond between me and my crew. The bond between me and my crew. Now I'm the one who's teaching in the language of the deed, planting in my own son's heart the same old sacred seed. I'm showing him that loyalty's a quiet, steady hand. The only thing that matters in this harsh and shifting land. I tell him guard your word, son, like the breath inside your lung. It's the only anthem that is worthy of being sung. And when you make a promise, you must see that promise through, because the oath is not just what you say, the oath is who are you. It's a chain of quiet on a path from father down to son, a battle for your own soul that is never truly won. It's just fought every morning with the rising of the sun until your final quiet moment when your time is finally
The word that we carry, the word that we hold, a story of honor more precious than gold. You live by the promise, you die by the creed. The oath is the root of the every good deed. It's whispered in silence, it's sealed with a glance. The unspoken agreement, your one and only chance to prove that your character's solid and true. The oath is the bond between me and my crew. The oath between me and my crew. Between me and my crew. The word is bond. The oath is life. Live it. But say nothing. Yeah, yeah. Don't say nothing. It's life.
Names hold weight, guard that frame.
Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it.
If the root needs lies, I won't play that game.
Fall back, fall back, fall back.
Names hold weight,
Guard that frame. Hold it. If the root needs lies, I won't play that claim. Keys in the door, be the spray paint clean.
real home.
Feed who I love, then I
Names hold weight, guard that frame.
hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it.
If the root needs lies, I won't play that game. Fall back, fall back, fall back. Names hold weight, guard that frame.
Hold it.
If the root needs lies, I won't play that claim. Keys in the door, be the spray paint clean. Real home. Feed who I love, then I speak my flame. Names hold weight, guard that frame.
Hold it.
If the root needs lies, I won't play that game. Keys in the door, be the spray paint clean. Feed who I love, then I speak my flame. Grammar says sweet before speech gets loud. Clean up your square, then address that crowd. Foreman's message on a slow tape hips. Double till dawn, I clock that shift. J Street benches toward hush and breath. Answering machines kept friends from death. unsigned hype note in a deli glass. But rent is a teacher that never lets pass. Cousin wave loans with a velvet grin. Fine print fangs where the traps begin. I keep my temper like a folded blade. Open for truth when the kids need shade. If envy sells gold with a paperback, read small print till the threads go slack. Go slack, 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 go slack. Names hold weight, guard that frame.
Hold it, if the root needs lies, I won't play that game.
Keys in the door be the spray paint claim. Feed who I love, then I speak my flames. Hold weight, guard that frame.
Hold it, if the root needs lies, I won't play that game.
Keys in the door be the spray paint claim. Feed who I love, then I speak my flames. Vocal stack, bare hats hush.
Vocal stack, bare hats hush.
Rim on 2, string side on bar 8.
4-8, 4-8, 4-8.
Darnell's niece needs glasses soon. We pass small bills in the corner room. Reek came home with a humbler tone. We split 2 shifts till the spine felt grown. DA minds verses for a courtroom show. I draft work hymns that a judge can know. Angela says love is a weekday chore. Tuesday counts more than the Saturday roar. Street team staples on a plywood seam, but boots and books be the late night dream. Names hold weight when the lights turn thin. I sign my weeks so the walls hold. Names hold weight, guard that frame.
Hold it, if the root needs lies, I won't play that game.
Keys in the door be the spray paint claim. Feed who I love, then I speak my flames. Hold weight, guard that frame.
Hold it, if the root needs lies, I won't play that game.
Keys in the door be the spray paint claim. Feed who I love, then I speak my flame. Bought back vows from a pawn shop glare. Set 'em at home where the breath turns fair. Little bros raised with a green check star. We tape that center where the proof's all law. Bieber 4-3, ma, I'm safe. She leaves a prayer on the old tone bass. If fortune knocks with a crooked claws, we pass that pitch for it's just a cause. Names hold weight, right bold, right plain. Family first, then we count our gain.
Names hold weight, guard that frame. If the root needs lies, I won't play that game.
Keys in the door be the spray paint claim.
Feed who I love, then I speak my flame. Feed who I love, then I speak my flame.
Check. These streets hold stories. Memoirs written in concrete. Some you remember, some you try to forget. Yeah. Concrete memoirs written in the pavement cracks. Every face, every name, no turning back. A lifetime of choices, lessons learned in stacks. Living with the embos, dodging memories, attacks. Of concrete memoirs written in the pavement cracks. Every face, every name, no turning back. A lifetime of choices, lessons learned in stacks. Living with the echoes, dodging memories, attacks. I walk through the old hood, ghosts whisper my name. Familiar faces flicker in the street, lights flame. Remember hopscotch chalk lines, now it's yellow tape. Innocence lost a bitter, tragic escape. My mother's weary eyes, a roadmap of a strife. Praying I choose books over the blade of a knife. A sacrifice, the fuel that fires my soul. To break the cycle, to finally take control. Saw my first hero fall. A king without a crown taught me that respect is the last thing you let down. Every decision a brick, building this life I lead. Planting seeds of wisdom from a bitter creed. These ain't just rhymes, it's a soul laid bare. A testament to struggle, a silent heavy prayer. Concrete memoirs written in the pavement cracks. Every face, every name, no turning back. A lifetime of choices, lessons learned in stacks. Living with the echoes, dodging memories, attacks. The crossroads of my youth, a choice at every turn. One path to glory, the other watch it burn. Chose the narrow road, the one less traveled by. Where honor is the currency and truth can't be a lie. My father's callous hands, a story of the grind, taught me that real wealth is a disciplined mind. We broke bread with hustlers, kings, and fallen men. Learned that the true test is how you rise again. I carry family scars, the weight of their own fights. Inherited struggles through long, sleepless nights. But in that darkness, a different kind of sight. To see the difference between what's wrong and what's right.
This is my philosophy, forged in the city's heat, to stand for something real on these unforgiving streets. Concrete memoirs written in the pavement cracks. Every face, every name, no turning back. A lifetime of choices, lessons learned in stacks. Living with the echoes, dodging memories attached. Yeah, time moves forward, but the past is never gone. It's the foundation that we build our future on. Every memory a lesson, every scar of a guide. Yeah, concrete memoirs, can't erase the ink. Just live with the truth, makes you stop and think. For my family, for the fallen, this is my truth forever. Yeah, concrete memoir.
Yeah. Fathers and sons. Fathers and sons. Fathers and sons. Yeah. Fathers and sons, blood runs deep. Lessons we carry, secrets we keep. Hands built strong through the work undone. We rise, we fall. Fathers and sons. Fathers and sons, blood runs deep. Lessons we carry, secrets we keep. Hands built strong through the work undone. We rise, we fall. Yeah, fathers and
my
sons.
father wore silence like a heavy coat. Every scar a line, every line a note. He never said much, but his eyes told all. Built our home with his back, stood firm and tall. I watched him leave at dawn for the factory gates. Came home tired, still carried our weights. Mama said, boy, learn the strength he hides. It's a vow, not a word that a man provides. But I saw him break when the bills pile high. He whispered to God with a tear drowned sigh. Still he rose each day, though his bones grew weak. He spoke in deeds, not the words we seek. That silence taught me how to face my storms, how to guard my name, how a vow transforms. Now I rhyme his story in a verse I spun. Legacy past.
Fathers and sons. Fathers and sons, blood runs deep. Lessons we carry, secrets we keep. Hands built strong through the work undone. We rise, we fall. Fathers and sons. Fathers and sons, blood runs deep. Lessons we carry, secrets we keep. Hands built strong through the work undone. We rise, we fall. Fathers and sons.
Now I'm grown with a son of my own. Teach him that truth outweighs the throne. Tell him walk tall even when nights close in. Guard your vow, don't fold to sin. Yeah, I show him scars on my hands from fight times I chose wrong. Tried to make it right. Tell him learn patience when the crowd screams loud. Stay humble but strong when you face the crowd. I remember lessons from my father's face, how he bore his pain with a quiet grace. So I turn those whispers into rhymes I keep. Bars that cut through the lies too deep. My son will know we come from grit. That love don't shine, it's the ground you hit. So when he walks through storms, I'm gone, he'll carry the creek.
Fathers and sons. Fathers and sons, blood runs deep. Lessons we carry, secrets we keep. Hands built strong through the work undone. We rise, we fall. Fathers and sons. Fathers and sons, blood runs deep. Lessons we carry, secrets we keep. Hands built strong through the work undone. We rise, we fall. Fathers and sons.
At the grave I stood with my child's small hand. Said this is the man who first taught me to stand. We poured out tears in the cold gray rain, but his vow still live in my blood, my vein. I told my boy, listen, the truth survives. Even when the body no longer strives. He asked me, Dad, will I be like you? I said, son, be stronger, make old dreams new. Because every generation must climb that hill. Take what was broken, turn it to will. I hold his gaze with a flame in my chest. Pray he'll do more, that his name's blessed. So these rhymes record what the blood has spun. Unbroken line.
Fathers and sons. Fathers and sons, blood runs deep. Lessons we carry, secrets we keep. Hands built strong through the work undone. We rise, we fall. Fathers and sons. Fathers and sons, blood runs deep. Lessons we carry, secrets we keep. Hands built strong through the work undone. We rise, we fall. Fathers and sons. Legacy lives where the truth gets sung. The vow remains. Fathers and sons. Legacy lives where the truth gets sung. The vow remains. Fathers and sons. Fathers and sons. Fathers and sons. Fathers and sons. Fathers and sons.
yo, keep the vow. Pay then speak. If the clause needs lies, that deal too weak. Feed your own, then touch that peak. Feed home, proof in weeks. Feed for free, not a weekend streak. Long run. Pop roll slow from an upstate wing. Fix what you broke, don't pawn that ring. Renee stack tips with a bleach burn hand. Save those stubs like a marching band. Foreman's message on a tape head fuzz. Double till dawn, I do what it does. J Street benches taught hush and breath. Phones on blast, write paper deaths. Unsigned note in a deli pane. But heat in the vents is a stronger gain. Cousin flash loans with a velvet grin. Fine print teeth where the traps begin. I keep my word like a winter coat. Stitched by shifts in the bars I wrote. Keep the vow, paid and speak. Keep the vow, paid and speak. Keep the vow, paid and speak. If the clause needs lies, that deal too weak. Feed your own, then touch that peak. Feed home, proof in weeks. Feed on plane, not a weekend streak. War and war. Vocal chop, bare hats, hush. Rim tick, bass valves, string sigh on bar 8. Darnell's mom needs a winter bill. We pull small cash till the fear sits still. Reed came home with a careful jaw. We split cold hours like a leveled saw. D.A. Mon's lyrics for a headline trick. I foul pay stubs they can't unpick. Angela says love is a weekday gear. Turn it again till the hinge draws near. Street team flyers by the barbershop glass. If the crib ain't fed, let that pass. Keep the vow, ink on bone. Name in the mail, not thin on stone. Keep the vow, paid and speak. Keep the vow, paid and speak. Keep the vow, paid and speak. If the clause needs lies, that deal too weak. Feed your own, then touch that peak. Proof in weeks, not a weekend streak. Beat before 3, mine says rest. I page back copy, then do my best. Bought back vows from a pawn last year. Set them in drawers where the breath stays clear. Little bro's notes with a graphite smear. We read that chapter till the doubt stares clear. If fortune knocks with a crooked clause, we pass that pitch for just a cause. Keep the vow, right bold, right plain. Feed, protect, then share your gain on keep the vow. Pay then speak. If the clause needs lies, that deal too weak. Feed your own, win, touch that peak. Proof in weeks, not a weekend streak. Keep the vow, pay then speak. If the clause needs lies, that deal too weak. Feed your own, then touch that peak. Feed home, proof in weeks. Feed home, pain, not a weekend streak. Long run. Long run.
It's all just rust and gold, the shine and the decay, the promises that glitter and the ones that fade away. You learn to tell the difference in the cold light of the day. What's solid and what's plated in this game we have to play.
Yo, I grew up seeing gold chains on a neck that wasn't clean. A temporary emperor in a busted broken scene. He had the shine, the swagger, the respect that he had bought, but underneath the surface his whole character was rotten. I saw an old man sweeping with rust upon his hands, who held a quiet dignity the boss don't understand. His word was solid gold, his loyalty was pure. The kind of wealth that's built to last, the kind that will endure. The street will teach you values, but the lesson's kinda stark, that the brightest shining objects cast a shadow that is dark. And the rust ain't always weakness, sometimes it's just a sign of something that's been weathered, that has stood the test of time. It's the patina on the surface of a truth that's hard and old, the quiet heavy beauty of the rust that hides the gold.
The soul, the shine and the decay, the promises that glitter and the ones that fade away. You learn to tell the difference in the cold light of the day.
can be golden, a bond that's strong and true. The only real protection for your isolated crew. But let a little envy and a little bit of rain, and you can watch the golden surface start to rust and start to stain. I seen it happen overnight. A brother turns to rust for a pocket full of paper and a temporary lust, and suddenly that history, that bond you thought was deep, is just another worthless trinket on a forgotten scrap made heap. The game is full of plated smiles, of handshakes made of foil, designed to look like solid gold to the ones who work and toil. You gotta be a metallurgist, an expert in the trade, to recognize the substance from the cheap-ass masquerade. You test it with the pressure, you test it with the fire, you separate the real deal from the professional liar.
The shine and the decay, the promises that glitter and the ones that fade away. You learn to tell the difference in the cold light of the day. What's solid and what's plated in this game we have to play.
I'm not impressed by glitter, I'm not blinded by the shine. I'm looking for the character in your story and in mine. I'd rather have a loyal friend whose pockets are on rust than a golden smiling Judas who I know I never trust. I'm teaching my own son to see the value, not the price. To notice some decisions, you will never make them twice. To build his own foundation, not with paper but with steel. Something that is weathered, something that is truly real. Let them chase their fool's gold, let them build their plated thrones. We're building our own kingdom from the rust and from the bones. Cause in the final analysis, when all the tales are told, the only thing that matters is the rust has turned to gold.
Just gold, the shine and the decay, the promises that glitter and the ones that fade away. You learn to tell the difference in the cold light of the day. What's solid and what's plated in this game we have to play. It's all just rust and gold, the shine and the decay, the promises that glitter and the ones that fade away. You learn to tell the difference in the cold light of the day. What's solid and what's plated in this game we have to play.
Scrape away the surface, see what's underneath. Solid, or just hollow. That's the whole damn thing.
Yeah, I hear the ghost note, the rhythm of the street, a silent hidden melody in every single beat, the echoes of the fall and the whispers of the lost, a soundtrack to survival, whatever be the cause.
Yo, the city breathes a rhythm that you can't find on a page. It's written in the silence of an empty iron cage. It's in the pause between the sirens and the space between the rain. A quiet haunting frequency that resonates with pain. I walk these blocks and hear the beat, but I also hear the space. The ghost note of a brother who has vanished from this place. His laughter was the snare hit, his voice was the bass line. I was used to miss an element in this flawed, sad design. This ain't just simple memory, it's a presence you could feel. A phantom limb that aches and makes the present feel unreal. The silence that he left behind is louder than a scream. A ghost note in the measure of a broken faded dream.
In the rhythm of the street, a silent hidden melody in every single beat, the echoes of the fall and the whispers of the lost, a soundtrack to survival, whatever be the cause. I hear the ghosts in the rhythm of the street, a silent hidden melody in every single beat, the echoes of the fall and the whispers of the lost, a soundtrack for survival, whatever be the cause.
The groove is in the things that happen, notes are what you play, but the ghost notes are the choices that you didn't make that day. The turn you didn't take, the word you didn't say, the silent heavy consequence that will not go away. I see a crew of young bucks, they're vibing to a track. They feel the kick and snare, but they don't know what it lacks. They don't hear the ghost notes of the ones who came before, the cautionary rhythm that's been beaten to the core. They only hear the surface, the swagger and the boast. They don't hear the silent warning from a disappointed ghost. Don't make the same mistakes I made, the silence seems to say. Don't let the rhythm carry your own precious life away. But they can't hear it cause you only hear the notes you're meant to hear. When the ghost of your own future starts to whisper in your ear.
Lost in the rhythm of the street, a silent hidden melody in every single beat, the echoes of the fall and the whispers of the lost, a soundtrack to survival, whatever be the cause. I hear the ghost in the rhythm of the street, a silent hidden melody in every single beat. The echoes of the fall and the whispers of the lost. A soundtrack to survival, whatever be the cause.
Trying to teach my son to listen, not just to the noise, but to the spaces in between where you could find your truest voice. To feel the syncopation of a life that's been cut short and build his own damn rhythm as a last and best resort. The ghost notes ain't a weakness, they're the soul within the beat. The quiet human texture that makes a song complete. They're the reason that we nod our heads, the reason that we feel the undeniable presence of something that was real. So when you hear a dope beat and it gets you in the zone, listen for the silence, for the notes that stand alone. Cause that's where all the truth is, that's where all the stories lie. The ghost notes of the city that will never ever die.
Ghost know the rhythm of the street, a silent hidden melody in every single beat. The echoes of the fall and the whispers of the lost. A soundtrack to survival, whatever be the call. I hear the ghost know the rhythm of the street, a silent hidden melody in every single beat. The echoes of the fall and the whispers of the lost. A soundtrack to survival, whatever be the cause. You hear that? That's the real beat. The space between. That's where we live.
Iron grip on the hustle. Yeah. Yeah. Iron grip on the hustle. Never let it slip. Grind don't stop. Tighten up the grip. Iron grip hustle. No time to fold. Cold block stories, forever told. Iron grip hustle, heart made of steel. Grinding non-stop, driven by a will. Iron grip hustle, raised in the furnace where the heat don't quit. Every step of battle, every loss legit. Cold nights, hard fights, streets never kind. But I sharpen my mind, stay ahead of the grind. Pavements of canvas painted with scars. Trying to reach dreams, hidden behind bars. Foes plotting shadows, snakes ready to strike. But I move like a king, precise on the mic. Trust few, watch all, loyalty tested. Every word measured, no one's arrested. Stack bread quietly, mind on the prize. Eyes on the throne, focus wise. Hustle eternal, never pass the torch. Keep it pure in the game, keep the lobby score. Iron grip hustle, no time to fold. Yeah. Cold block stories, forever told. Yeah. Iron grip hustle, heart made of steel. Grinding non-stop, driven by a will. Yeah. Iron grip hustle, no shortcuts, all sweat, no faint chase. Built from the gutter, prepared for the race. Lessons hard learned from the cracked pavement. Strengthen the scars, marks of engagement. Brothers in arms, real talk, no fronts. Faith in the struggle, lean on the hunts. Survival's a chess game, moves calculated. Every piece move like a story faded. Respect earned through years in the trenches. Loyalty sealed by promises entrenched. Power's quiet, patience the sword. Victory's ours, no need for the pause. No time to fold. Yeah. Cold block stories, forever told. Iron grip hustle, heart made of steel. Yeah. Grinding non-stop, driven by a will. Yeah. Iron grip hustle, no time to fold. Yeah. Cold block stories, forever told. Iron grip hustle, heart made of steel. Yeah. Grinding non-stop, driven by a will. Yeah. Rise from the ashes, Phoenix in the night. Hustle with heart, fight the good fight. No glory without struggle. Pain builds the throne. Kings of force and fire, hardened and grown. Echoes of the past ring loud in my chest. Every day's hustle, no time to rest. Legacy solid, foundation built strong. History written in every rhyme and song. Iron grip hustle, that's the motto I live. Always grind harder than the world will give. Yeah. Iron grip hustle, no time to fold. Yeah. Cold block stories, forever told. Iron grip hustle, heart made of steel. Yeah. Grinding non-stop, driven by a will. Yeah. Iron grip hustle, no time to fold. Yeah. Cold block stories, forever told. Iron grip hustle, heart made of steel. Yeah. Grinding non-stop, driven by a will. Yeah. Iron grip hustle, hold tight the crown. Rule your domain, never back down. Iron grip hustle.
spread my wings. Brickwork hymn, mend and sing. Name stays good when the weekdays ring. If a step needs lies, I change that wing. Feet home first, then I spread my wings. Stoop side steam from a supper pan. Cups get passed by a careful hand. Mail slot thunk with a calm day wait. Peace like a code on a winter gate. Barbershop glass with a rumor grin. We nod, sweep, stoop, let the quiet win. Soul loop hum like a porch light psalm. Kids chalk squares while the elders calm. Brickwork hymn, mend and sing. Mend and sing. Brickwork hymn, mend and sing. Mend and sing. Brickwork hymn, mend and sing. Mend and sing. Rim tick, hats hush, bells, bells. Quiet chop air, string lift on bar 8. Angela's list with a pencil scar. We stretch our week like a frugal star. Little bros notes with a graphite smear. We fix those lines till the truth steer clear. If envy waves from a tinted frame, we wave right back, keep the same old lane. Brickwork hymn, plain but bright. Windows glow warm through the longer night. Brickwork hymn, mend and sing. Name stays good when the weekdays ring. If a step needs lies, I change that wing. Feet home first, then I spread my wings. Brickwork hymn, mend and sing. Name stays good when the weekdays ring. If a step needs lies, I change that wing. Feet home first, then I spread my wings. Backroom booth with a steady tone. 4 bars loop till the doubts leave home. Call my late, made it, rest. She says say less, I give my best. If fortune knocks with a clever clause, we send it back for it's just a cause. Brickwork hymn, ink that creed. Feed, protect, then share your seed. Brickwork hymn, mend and sing. Mend and sing. Brickwork hymn, mend and sing. Mend and sing. Brickwork hymn, mend and sing. Mend and sing. If a step needs lies, I change that wing. Feet home first, and I spread my wings. Mend and sing. Mend and sing. Brickwork hymn. Mend and sing. If a step needs lies, I change that wing. Mend and sing. Mend and sing. Mend and sing.
This one's for mama. All the nights you stayed awake. All the lessons in the dark kitchen light. She said, boy, stand tall even if your shoes are worn. Respect where you're from, don't regret being born. Keep your word sharper than the blade in the fight, cause truth gon' shine when the lies lose light. I remember her hands, cracked skin, steady strong, cooking rice late nights while the world fell wrong. Telling me patience, storm always moves past. When the rent overdue, when the paycheck don't last. Mama said truth, it'll set your path free. Even in the city where the pain runs deep. Mama said truth, keep it close, don't sleep. Hold on to the fire when the world gets weak. See, I learned from her tears, from her laugh, from her pain. Every prayer that she whispered kept my soul in the game. She would sing me old hymns, voice shaky but proud. I'd be carried through the night by her words out loud. And when the block felt heavy with the weight of the street, she reminded me, boy, don't let hate be your beat. Keep your friends like family, don't fold, don't sell. Never trade your own soul for a gold-plated chair. Mama said truth, it'll set your path free. Even in the city where the pain runs deep. Boy, Mama said truth, keep it close, don't sleep. Hold on to the fire when the world gets weak. When the world gets weak, when the world gets weak, when the world gets weak. And I stagger when I Mama turned it around, said, child, you gon' rise when the night feels long. Even silence got a rhythm. Find a strength in a song. Now I walk these streets with a voice in my chest. I ain't chasing just money, I'm chasing what's best. For the ones coming after, for the name we defend, for the truth that she gave me till my story will end. Mama said truth, it'll set your path free, even in the city where the pain runs deep. Mama said truth, keep it close, don't sleep. Hold on to the fire when the world gets weak. Mama said truth, it'll set your path free, even in the city where the pain runs deep. Mama said truth, keep it close, don't sleep. Hold on to the fire when the world gets weak.
Borrowed news, pass that back. Send back. If you didn't see it, don't stamp that fact. Receipts talk louder than the crowded track. Receipts. Feed yours first, then speak with tact. Speak plain. Bam.
Barbershop chatter and a mirror grin. Spin grows legs when the clipper spin. Corner boy swears that he heard it twice. Old head shrugs, did the papers right? Mailbox thud with a calm, true tone. That's how a small place feels like home. Stoop step chest on a milk crate stage. Pawns move slow like a grown man age. I'd rather say maybe than say I swear. Keep space for truth when it climbs the stairs. Some love headlines they never read. I keep my peace where the work week's led.
Borrowed news, pass that back. Borrowed news, pass that back. Borrowed news, pass that back. Pass that back.
Rim tick, hats hush, fast valves. Soul stack, bear, string tick, bar 8. String tick, bar 8. Deli clerk flags a return by 10. I make that trip and I sign again. Neighbor says, listen, I lend one ear, but I ask source, so the fog turns clear. Bench side laugh at a tale too neat. If every detail rhymes, it ain't concrete. I seen good names been under lazy mouths. We hang them straight with the north side south. Write what you know when you're right enough. Silence is better than a dressed up bluff.
Borrowed news, that back. Borrowed news, that back. That's back. That's that back.
Booth light low on a weekday night. 4 bars loop till the story's right. Phone call short, you good, I'm good. We keep what matters understood. If a door swings wide with a gift wrap shine, I read that clause till the lines align. Borrowed news fades when the chores get done. I'm home by 10 with the quiet one.
Borrowed news, pass that back. Pass that back. Borrowed news, pass that back. Pass that back. Borrowed news, pass that back. Pass that back. Borrowed news, pass that back. Pass that back.
Tim's like a chalked off map. L train howl with a metal clap. J Street pews teach hush and breath. Speakerphone talk writes paper death. Beeper run 43 to my I'm near. Payphone chrome like a winter spear. Foreman's voice on the answering tape. Graveyard kid, I clock that shape. Unsigned hype sheet in a barber glass. But rent is a judge that don't let pass. Cousin waved advance with a velvet grin. Fine print teeth on a payday sin. I pass that bait like a battle trend. Choose time card maps till the months make friends. Coach from the center said count then swing. Breathe on the two, make the punchlines ring. If envy sells crowns with a paperback, read small print till the threads turn slack. Third rail ethics, don't touch lies. Hands off, don't say that. Third rail ethics, don't touch lies. Hands off, don't say that. Third rail ethics, don't touch lies. Hands off, don't say that. Third rail ethics, don't touch lies. Hands off, hands off, hands off. Strings bare, hats hush, valve short, rim on 2 and 4. So I ghost on bar 8. Darnell's mama needed winter heat. We pull pay stubs to the balance beat. Reek came home with a thinner pride. We split 2 shifts till his lungs ride wide. D.A. Mon's verses for a headline bow. I draft work hymns that a judge can allow. Angela said love has weekday teeth. Chew through the bills till the kids sleep beneath. Street team staples on a plywood seam. But boots and books be the late night dream. Name good in mail, not thin on stone. Keys in a lock is a better tone. Third rail ethics, don't touch lies. Hands off. Third rail ethics, don't touch lies. Hands off, hands off, hands off. Bought back vows from a pawn shop glare. Set them at home where the breath runs fair. Little bro's math with a graphite smear. We grind through fractions till the line steer clear. Pop rope blue from an upstate wing. Own what you broke, then fix that thing. I keep my anger in a folded case. Open for truth when the kids need space. If fortune knocks with a crooked claws, we pass that pitch for just the cause. Third rail ethics, ink that creed. Family first, then whatever we need. Third rail ethics, don't touch lies. Say less. 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 Third rail ethics, third rail ethics, third rail ethics, don't touch lies, touch lies, touch lies. Say less, move clean under courthouse skies. If the play risks home, I let that die. Feed who I love, then the spins can try.
Yeah. Yeah. A smack. Yeah. Yeah.
It don't matter what you do, it don't matter what you do, it don't matter what you do. I'm up behind a baby. It don't matter what you do, no matter what you do, don't matter what you do. I'm up behind a baby. 90, 93, 93, 95, coast to coast blend. LA glide. Ain't got case of blend. Target let, go for Papa left. 25 elect, bubbling. BPM 91, no. Hutton baritone. Behind the beat, glide. Precise diction. Chan hook made for cruising. Clean language. Swing spare, no need what's in. Mono lead, almost dry. Vocal warm tape hair. Occasional tape stop between sections. Late night drive decisions. Grown restraint, long view patience. Confident, reflect. Demonstrate no view, patience, confident on the flat. No matter what you do, no matter what you do, no matter what you do, I'm behind the baby. No matter what you do,